Welcome to the East Concurrent Enrollment meeting. I'm going to start with a general presentation speaking about what concurrent enrollment is. So concurrent enrollment at East can look two different ways. It can be courses that you take at East with an East teacher or at the college campus. But before we dive into those details, let's talk about what concurrent enrollment is in general. So it's an awesome opportunity for you to take more challenging or specialized courses in a specific area. So let's say you have topped out in an area of science that you want to learn more about. You could go down to a local community college and say, take astronomy and learn more about it, or jump into additional computer science courses. You can also get a head start on accumulating your college credits. And you can also, once you have those credits going into college, it could help you finish your degree faster and allow you to explore other topics or other minors in college. So we're often asked, what is the difference between concurrent enrollment and AP? Well, AP is taught nationally in a very similar fashion with the same standards, and it is taught by teachers that are trained by College Board. Each college has an agreement and an understanding of what AP courses they will accept and what scores are needed for them to earn credit. That can vary per college, and if you look on a college's website, you can always find their AP transfer guide, which will tell you what scores your student needs to have in order to transfer that credit. I think the biggest standout in terms of difference is that with AP, the student takes an exam at the end, and depending on the exam, that will decide whether or not they earn credit. So with concurrent enrollment, if it is taught at East, the East teacher is an adjunct professor with local community or four-year college, or if they take it off campus, they are taking courses with college professors. It is a college curriculum, so it is specific to that department within the college that it is taken in. And there is no final necessary big test that determines whether credit is received or not. The student needs to earn a C- or higher within the course in order to earn that college credit. In terms of transferability, where AP is usually taken across the board of all colleges, concurrent enrollment sometimes is site dependent. And so if you're going to any of the Colorado four-year or public institutions, it is guaranteed to transfer in the credit area you've taken in. Once you look out of state, it really does depend on each school, but what we are finding as the popularity of concurrent enrollment has grown, so hasn't the national understanding and the national transferability of courses. So that would be something you would want to connect with your future college list and ask them what courses they accept. That website, the transferology.com, you can also go there and put in the schools you're interested in the concurrent enrollment course, and it will tell you how it's accepted. So classes at East is one way that students can take courses. And so once again, they take it at East, they sit in an East classroom, they have an East teacher who's also an adjunct professor. And so when you look at the courses that are currently offered, these tend to fluctuate each year a little bit, but the ones that stay steady are the social studies. So there is a social psychology. There are 4 ethnic study one semester classes. One is ethnic studies, race and media. Another is contemporary issues in African American culture. And so there are some fantastic opportunities that expose students to those high-level critical thinking college conversations, but within that comfort of an East classroom. The Paths to Presence is a way for students to earn U.S. history credit. And then English, that one is a senior-only class, and we have a math, which is Math 1110. So as you go through you can see the options that are there. The AVID, it depends on who the AVID teacher is in terms of being approved to be an adjunct professor, but if you have a student in AVID, that is something to check with that teacher. So how students get signed up for classes at East is during their choice of studies. So that usually happens in January, February, and when they meet with their counselor to pick their classes for the next year, they would go through and pick and let the counselor know what classes that they would like to take. So for students going to the college campus, which is the main focus for today, students can take any course at a community college, technical school, or four-year school that is open to freshmen, as long as they have the prerequisites and the test scores that they can access that course. The only courses that are not allowed, actually, there is one subject area that is not allowed, and that is any physical education courses. Great things to think about is that courses in areas where students have topped out or cannot access at least. Sometimes world language is where we have a lot of students move to the college to take that course. Sometimes in the sciences, very often math is where we see that as well. So students could go to any of the schools, and things to know about is that as a concurrent enrollment student at a college campus, the student is 100% a college student. So a student is not, when they go into the classroom, the professor does not know that they are a high schooler. They are under the same rules as all other college students. So the college's attendance policy trumps East's attendance policy. Unless they sign a FERPA waiver, parents and counselors are unable to see their grades or attendance. They are 100% working with that college. If they struggle or need a tutor, they would actually go to the student center at the community college. And if a student has a 504 or an IEP, they are actually responsible for taking their 504 IEP to the Office of Disabilities to get those accommodations with their college professor. So like I said, 100% the college students are really that student that has that confidence and the autonomy, is really good at the study skills and study habits, is a stellar concurrent enrollment student. Whatever grade is earned at the college campus is the grade that will be put on their East transcript. It is a weighted grade, but all grades from the college have to be transferred and put onto the transcript as is. So students' tuition is paid for by the district at any of the community colleges or technical schools. Students are responsible for student fees and registrations, which varies depending on the course. If a student is looking at taking a class at a four-year college, and the two options would be University of Colorado, Denver, or Metro, there then is the cost of student fees, registration, and additional tuition. So the district will give you the community college stipend to be put towards that four-year tuition, but any additional tuition beyond that stipend will be the students' and families' responsibilities. So want to remind students that if you earn 12 college credits while in high school, you would be eligible for the Ascent Program. So the Ascent Program is technically a 5th year, but a student would go full-time to a community college of their choice or Metro, so community college of their choice in Colorado, for 1 year, and the state would pay your tuition. So you do have to have the 12 college credits, be academically eligible, and have a test score that shows that you are college ready. And with that said, students would apply at the start of senior year, and then they are accepted, and it is based off of state funding and state budget, but it is something that we've had a couple students connect with the opportunity each year, and it can save thousands of dollars if a student was to do Ascent, take a bunch of their prerequisites, and then transfer. You are looking at anywhere between a $10,000 to $20,000 savings, depending on where your student is looking at attending. So Ascent would be something that a student would want to speak with their counselor about at the end of their junior year, so that they can make sure they know all the deadlines. So how to sign up for off-campus? Well, you are going to attend the Student Concurrent Enrollment Interest Meeting, which is today. If you are not able to attend the meeting, watch this video and the additional videos so you know what is going on. All our enrollment is now on a program called Dual Enroll, which in the additional documents, you will have information on how to sign up for Dual Enroll, create an account, and what the next steps are. So thank you for showing up. Please reach out to me if you have additional questions. Okay, here are the steps to get enrolled. So the first step you're going to do is do your research. So look at the community college and the different courses that they offer. If you don't see it at one, check another. So for instance, if you don't see the course you're looking for at Community College of Denver, maybe look at the Community College of Aurora. For a four-year school, what I really want you to look at is the additional cost. And so the additional cost can be calculated by going to the website and looking at each credit, how much the school charges for each credit, and then looking at the bottom of this document, it has the four-year tuition agreement, additional agreement, and it has links for you to be able to access how much each credit counts or costs at each school, and then the stipend that you would be given. And then also look at the different technical schools if you're looking more for a technical certificate. So once you've decided, then I need you to go through and do the college application. So for any of the community or technical colleges, those should take you maybe about 20-25 minutes. Please have your social security number with you because that will help you answer some of the questions. Also, you'll need to reach out to a parent or guardian because there will be some specific questions for them. If you do not have a social security number, you can just put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that should suffice. For the four-year colleges, to apply to them, they each have a little bit of a different process. And so if you are looking to do UCD or Metro, then please email Mrs. Vasari, and my email address is on this form, and I can link you the documents and the next steps for that. If you are already accepted into a community college for doing concurrent enrollment, then you already have a student number, then you don't have to reapply. So if you have been doing off-campus concurrent enrollment, then you do not need to reapply. If you are doing concurrent enrollment at East through one of your CU Succeed classes, unfortunately, you do have to apply. They are separate. And so that is something where I would connect you with the CU college liaison for you to talk with them about that process. So you would apply to the college, and then you're going to build a dual enroll account. And so what I want you to do is I want you to, when you're ready to do your dual enroll account after applying, you're going to click on this link, and it's going to take you to the steps. And here will be the website for dual enroll, and there will be various screenshots that will walk you through the entire process. So you need to go through in each step and earn a green in each of the application steps areas. Parts where I've seen students get stuck is down when they are sending the agreement to their parents and getting their parent information. So go through, read the fine print, complete each step, and then when you have completed your dual enroll, then what you're going to do is you're going to follow up with your parents or guardians. Make sure that they sign the permission and send that back to dual enroll. So you can either text it to them or you can email it to them. But sometimes it goes to parents' junk boxes. So just make sure you follow up to make sure that they received the email or text and have them sign that. So once you've completed your dual enroll, then you're going to email Mrs. Vasari, me, from my email that's on the original document, and let me know that your account is created because I need to go in on my side and approve it. And then the next step is, so this gets you enrolled with DPS. The college application gets you to be a college student. And so the last piece is for you to get your actual courses completed and registered for. And the way that you do that is through the college concurrent enrollment liaison. So if you are looking at CCD, what that looks like is you are going to let me know you made the account, and then I will send you the information for Scott Gallegos, who is the Community College of Denver concurrent enrollment partner. He will ask that you email him through your CCD email account. So each college is a little bit different in their process. Some will be fine with you just emailing from your regular email. Some will want you to use the college's email system and make an appointment through their email system at the college. And so once you let me know your account is made, I will follow up and help you navigate that next step of connecting with that college partner. Um, so once you are registered at the college and have a schedule, then you are truly a concurrent enrollment student. So there are some paperwork and some steps to get through to do it, but it's totally worth it. And so once you have that actual college schedule, then you're going to do two last steps. You're going to share it with myself and your counselor. You can put us on the same email so that they can add it to your East schedule. It will go in the alt section, so you won't be attending class at East at all. But that's our way to get you approved by the district or for the district to be able to track you. And then the last piece is I need you to go back into your dual enroll and add the courses that you are taking through there. So you'll go back into dual enroll, and then you'll choose the college that you are taking the concurrent enrollment classes at. And then you will put in either the course or the genre. Sometimes you'll put in like CE offsite, world language. Depends on what the options are under that specific college. And then also make sure to add your college ID into dual enroll if you haven't yet. If it took a couple days for you to get back and you hadn't put it in, make sure you go find this step and that you add it back in. So any struggles along the way, reach out, email me, or call me. Remember that this is that checklist, so follow each step. So research, apply to the school, create your dual enroll, connect back with me, and really think about what courses you want to take and make sure you get signed up for those. Think about that future around what is going to help me get towards my career goal or help me understand better what I want to do. Some schools will have specific or orientations that they may have you attend. So make sure once you are a college student and accepted, like CCD always does an orientation, make sure you attend the orientation. And like I said, reach out if you have any questions.